If you work for TikTok, please watch this and hire me to redo your surveys. If you don't, watch to learn about good design. TikTok wants us to answer some questions to improve our shopping experience. I get why they want this data. What I don't understand is why they would not put more care into designing those questions to get them good data. Like TikTok, who is writing these? You all are so good at so many things. Like I have secondhand embarrassment for you. I will give credit where credit is due. They have a lovely little intro and then they ask about your age and they give great instructions. They say you only pick a bucket if your birthday has passed. So you would pick 25 to 30 if your 25th birthday has passed. If your 35th birthday has passed, you would pick 35 to 44. I love this, right? Like this is a good set of instructions. A+. Then we get into like a little screening question. They want to know about how you've used TikTok Shop in the last 3 months. You'd be like, hey, I've never seen anything on TikTok Shop and have not made any purchases, which like you don't really need to say both of these. If you've never seen anything on TikTok Shop, we know you haven't made a purchase on TikTok Shop, but okay. You can say you viewed some products, but you didn't buy anything. Or you made at least one purchase recently. Weird to say recently because you already said in the last 3 months. So is recently different than the last 3 months? Like not perfect, but like these options are okay. But then things go sideways. Like spoiler alert, I did not finish the survey because I was just like, I cannot possibly fit my answers into the choices you're giving me. So when you start with number 3, they start asking about you to compare TikTok Shop to other e-commerce platforms. And here they need to be using much more simple language because I see e-commerce and the first thing I think is, what do they consider to be e-commerce? Like I was shopping on Abercrombie.com today. Is Abercrombie an e-commerce platform? So I Google e-commerce. And Google tells me e-commerce is Amazon, eBay, Walmart, Best Buy, Target, Etsy, AliExpress, Wayfair, Costco. It gives like a list of e-commerce sites. So like is any online shopping e-commerce? Or like I guess I could see like Amazon, eBay. Is it just these big hubs that have like things from a lot of different places? What does it mean? And look, y'all, this is the point. You never want people guessing at what a word in your survey means. So they should have said e-commerce platforms like such, give the examples, right? Or if they meant compares to like anywhere else you might shop online, which I would argue would be a better thing to ask, like then say that. But they don't. They say e-commerce. So I'm trying to answer this question and they want to know if it's like how the prices compares to other e-commerce places. It's like much more expensive, somewhat more expensive, similar. Is it somewhat cheaper or is it much cheaper? And I'm gonna be honest with you all. I don't know. I would have loved an I don't know response here because I ended up putting similar, but when I picked similar, it was because I actually have no idea if it's more or less expensive. This needs an I don't know option. Then we go on to question number 4. Oh goody, another confusing question. There's too much going on here. It wants to know how often you are making price comparisons across different e-commerce platforms based on the type of thing you're shopping for. So home goods, cosmetics, electronics, clothing, etc. For starters, these buckets hide a lot of different things under like one big term. So like for instance, cosmetics, maybe you compare prices for the makeup you're really looking for, but you don't care as much about skincare, right? Maybe for electronics, you're definitely going to do comparisons for a computer, but for a charger, you don't really care, right? It's grouping too many things together for this to be a really meaningful like source of data, source of information for TikTok. It also makes it more challenging to answer because if I always compare prices for my skincare because I want the best deal, but I never compare it for makeup because I don't care, I just want the thing that I want, then how do I pick an answer here? I'd probably pick something in the middle, right? But that you don't want that ambiguity. That's bad data collecting. Another note on this is whenever you have like a big listy list of things that you want people to weigh in on, you should put a screener, right? So you would have a screener that says something like, hey, what types of things do you shop online for? And I could check on a box and be like, I look for makeup, I look for skincare, I buy my computer, right? Whatever it is, I could check things from the list. And then I only see this question for the things I have checked from that list. That is a better user experience. It's going to get you better data. It also eliminates the need for this not applicable option, right? Like it's just like, oh, why this is such bad design. Then they have like the same question about price comparison, but it's for things like buckets of prices, which like this is again, it's just kind of confusing. Basically what I think this means is like if you're shopping for something that's less than $25, do you compare price across different platforms? This is a weird way to think about things. It makes much more sense to think about shopping by the types of things you're looking for than by price. I'm not sure what they're getting at here. This is confusing to me. It was too hard to answer. I skipped this question, except I couldn't because it's required, so I just X'd out of the survey. I X'd out of the survey, so they didn't get my data. Hire me. Hire me, please. This is the second one of your surveys like this that I've suffered through. Please, I will make them better. I will make them better. You can get good data. This is wild to me. This is wild that the surveys look like this.